So, are we in recession? Have you ever wondered what are the implications of COVID-19 to your properties? Even for business owners, have you ever wondered why we are facing a manpower shortage when actually we are at the low employment rate? Finally, why are we having high inflation rate? Want to know more? Stay tuned and I'll give you a snapshot summary on all of these factors. I will also let you know what are the implications to the bottom line of your respective companies or even the asset values of your properties. So welcome to our three-part series on Are We on an Economical Turndown? Good day everyone and welcome to our part 1 series on Are We in our Economical Downturn? Before we begin to answer this question, let me touch base on this segment first. Firstly, what's life after COVID for all of us in Singapore? In Bloomberg News that has been published in May 2022, it says clearly that Singapore wants to keep borders open even if any new variant emerges. Let me quote our Transport Minister S. Iswaran says, Singapore will strive to keep its borders open and stay connected to the rest of the world even if a new variant of COVID-19 emerges. Now, when this situation arises, our government has plans to bring in more foreign talent to support the Singapore service industry. This current population of Singapore is 5.9 million as of July 10, 2020, based on the interpolation of the latest United States data. The total population in Singapore is projected at about 5.85 million people for the year in 2020. So coming to this, Singapore's population will peak by the year 2043 with 6.45 million, after which Singapore population will decrease year by year. The Singapore's population is projected to reach about 6.26 million in 2030 and it increased further to about 6.4 million by 2050. Knowing that we have this from now till 2050 for this massive population growth, what will the implication be on the rental and the sales of the properties in this current market that we are in? Before I answer your question, will my property price be high or will my property prices be higher? Let me share to you some insights. Now, look at this report. Singapore target by 2030 to expand the rail network about 360 kilometers. With 360 kilometers of rail network, Singapore will have the total rail length longer than the major cities such as Tokyo or Hong Kong today, and actually we will be in par with London and New York City. Now, why all this connectivity? The only reason is they are gearing for huge influx of foreign talents into Singapore, and the only reason for doing so is because Singapore's birth rate is extremely low. For sure, I'm not going to talk about how to increase birth rate in Singapore because all of you all know the acts of that's being done. But coming back to our segment, these foreign talents are needed to replace, to rent, or to stay. Next, feast your eyes on this article. COE price is skyrocketing. What does this imply to all of us? It's basic economics of demand and supply. When demand is so strong, the government has no choice in titrating the supply of the COEs. The sky is the limit for the COE prices. But barring all external forces in the market, I really won't be surprised to see the COE price to be at $130,000 to even $150,000. The only reason is that the government of Singapore wants less cars on the roads as we face the land scarce in Singapore. So Singapore would like to use all of these land spaces to bring in more income like properties, it could be residential, commercial, or even the tourism sector, where the land is more dedicated to the master plan to make more profits out of it. Why tourism as well, you might ask? In Tourism Board, their mission are to shape a dynamic tourist landscape for Singapore in partnership with industry and the community. And as such, these land parcels would all be in a better profitable usage for all of us. With all of this being said, Singapore property is still sliced for an upgrowth trend till 2050, with all the insights that I've shared to you. If you find this sharing too deep or need any clarification to any of these pointers, do give me a call and send me a text, and I would be happy to share my insights on your current portfolio standing. Well, I hope you have enjoyed my part 1 series on Are We in an Economical Downturn? Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you.